I think we're on the wrong one.
What? All right. What's going on, everybody? My name's Tyler. This is Sean. We're Rendered Reality, and thank you for joining us on Coffee and VR.
It's because you told me to switch back to one. That was why, and we weren't on this screen. That was why.
Oh, gotcha.
That was why.
Yeah. That's cool. That's all right, though. We gave you guys a little play in audio then, which we love that freaking song. But yeah, we actually did a pre-show today too. So we've been trying to screw around with stuff, improve stuff, match all our camera settings. So it's been a busy morning for us already. We've been trying to hold all our VR talk. So I know we didn't want to talk about that in the pre-show today, which we did post to Discord if you guys missed that. But yeah, man, lots of headset news,
intro.
right? Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the stuff still we're going to be talking about today is probably going to be hardware stuff.
Right.
But, I mean, one thing we wanted to get into right off the bat was actually about the new fact that Meta Oculus is doing the whole test before you buy thing, which is pretty cool.
Dude, it's huge. We've said since day one, right? Since they had their own app store, why don't they have demos? Mm-hmm. And, you know, back in the day, every game had a demo. They came with a demo disc. I mean, why couldn't you try stuff before you buy stuff? And I know people are going to say, yeah, you can buy it,
and then
return it and stuff. But a lot of people don't want to do that. Why would you want to if you don't have to?
Yeah,
right?
and I feel bad. I don't know about other people, but I feel bad buying something off the store and then returning it. You know what I mean? Like if I don't like it or whatever. Like this doesn't have the weight behind it as if you just want to try it and you don't like it, you don't feel as bad because you're not buying it. You're not like returning it.
Absolutely.
But
no, I think it's a great thing. And I hope developers actually do utilize this because they can do things like limit it to 50% of the people out there or 25% of the people. So maybe not all developers are going to let this go to everybody as well, which is an interesting concept that their Meta is allowing developers to do that. It'll be interesting to see, but I don't know why you wouldn't probably let everybody. I think it's just a gateway into somebody's game, right?
Right. And it also, like you said, it's the developers are actually allowed to create a lot of the things around this thing. So it's essentially they can choose the duration of the trial with either a minimum of 15 minutes and a maximum of 30 minutes. Yep. So they can kind of set the parameters, it sounds like a little bit. And I mean, it's an interesting concept, and I don't know why more people don't do that, honestly. Because, I mean, a lot of times there's a game that comes out, and I want to try it, and I don't want to buy it.
Absolutely. Tony Digital.
Oh, man.
Super chat, man.
Super chat
Cheers.
Again.
This one's for you, man.
That super chat makes me feel a little bit better about a terrible intro today.
Terrible intro. Come on, man. We're just all over
That's
the place.
what happens when you go live. It's just on the wrong button. I got too many buttons over here. So
I was too excited quoting Joe Dirt earlier. So
oh, yeah. If you didn't watch the pre-show thing, it was pretty funny. But
once I get into Joe Dirt, that's game over. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, so and they have some, if you look at the Meta blog, I'm reading through the blog right now, talking about some of the stuff for this trial, stuff for the games, and it gives a lot of best practices and stuff, but a lot of this stuff is for the developer. You know, it says that you should keep in mind, like, roughly how long it takes an average player to progress through the various stages of your game, like, to get, and I wonder, I don't know, it's weird, like, I wonder if they could set the area of the game that you start out at, you know, for the trial.
No, it's open to the game, and it's 30 days access. So even if you do a demo and don't play it, it doesn't have a time limit until you hit those 30 days and it pulls it from their library.
Like a long time, but it
does.
It's
but you can leave a game. But you can leave it. You can play 5 minutes of it and go back in 2 weeks later and be like, okay, you know what? Now I like it or something too, which is really cool. True. I mean, it gives options, you know?
Yeah, it is true. Yeah, it's definitely pretty cool. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
So it says 5 minutes before the trial concludes, players will be reminded that the trial is coming to an end and will be given the opportunity to purchase the app on the spot. Players who choose to buy after the trial ends will be able to continue playing the game with their existing progress, including keeping any achievement earned. So that's pretty big because I don't like to have to start stuff over. You know what I mean? Like if I play 15 or 30 minutes, whatever it is of a game, and because usually the beginning part isn't always the most exciting. So if I go to buy the game and then I have to replay through that, I would be pretty disappointed.
Dude, it's awesome, man. I think this is a win-win. I think for everybody, for developers, for gamers. I think it's great. We've wanted it for a long time, so stop eating gummy bears. What?
They're not gummy bears. They're like
you made fun of me
gummy
slurping.
Halloween things.
Now I'm going to hear...
You can't hear that.
What's that called when they do the real low audios?
I don't know. ASMR?
I don't know.
Something like that.
I don't know.
They like
BDM, whatever.
Do a bunch of weird stuff. But anyways, a bunch of stuff in chat. A couple of these people we already saw this morning during our little test stream. But Midlife Kids, Space Dennison, Ken Ross, Ender's Arcade, Ray Holder Fluke, Zayla Maru, Paul P. Jr., Funky Deep. I haven't seen Funky Deep in a little while. I feel like. Was he here last time? I can see so much more chat this time.
You love it. It's bad. Can you show Funky Deep what I'm going to be playing?
Oh.
He's going to
I don't know if I can get it past my chair.
Come on. I should switch cameras. I should really switch cameras right now. This is great.
Tyler about
Does
this.
bought that? I have it actually. I have two of them.
Oh, you bought something else. I don't know. If
I bought don't be telling that one.
That's
no.
what I got confused about.
No.
Now I can really do wiki.
See.
What was it? This is from Xbox 360, right?
Yeah, that was DJ Hero. You could play
Yeah.
DJ Hero 2 on Xbox One, but yeah, so good.
That's pretty sweet.
I have two of them too, so.
I don't think I've ever actually played that. I might have at your house.
I don't know. Yeah,
I never had DJ Hero. I had Rock Band, Guitar Hero, all that kind of stuff.
Yep,
but
absolutely.
anyways.
But yeah, I mean, I think demos we get on Steam. So
the camera is autofocusing. Dave said the camera keeps autofocus or something, goes blurry for a second. Probably just because I'm moving too much. Maybe when I got up.
See? Duty does knows.
Oh yeah.
See?
Duty does.
DJ Hero controller. Yep. Yes, it is.
Yeah,
there's a cool little flip up panel too. You don't even see that has all the Xbox controls on it too. Oh, money. Yeah.
Some of that peripheral stuff back then was so cool. I mean, like they don't make that kind of stuff anymore. At least not recently. You know what I mean? Like Rock Band and Guitar Hero, that stuff was huge. Like I love that stuff back in the day.
Oh yeah.
It was so
absolutely.
Cool. But anyways, what were we talking about?
I got autofocus now.
I know. Well, we got the new camera, so this isn't the new camera. We got the new camera. We ordered the Sony FX30.
Yep.
So that'll be here probably for the next show. I don't know if we're going to do a show next weekend with it being Halloween, but for sure probably the weekend after that. So so keep an eye out for that. But anyways.
We probably need to dial that camera in anyways. It's going to take a little bit of playing with. We haven't had a true cinema camera, so we'll see. Yeah.
But talk a little bit about some Halloween stuff since we just brought it up being Halloween next weekend. There is some experiences and stuff out there. Obviously, there's a ton of scary games, that you can play, which is pretty cool for Halloween. But this is a 360 experience, essentially, that is playable on the Quest. It's Eli Roth's Haunted House experience. I haven't tried this. You haven't tried it yet either.
No, I haven't.
Maybe we need to do this after the show. I hear it's decent. I hear from what people say it was pretty decent. And, I mean, it's still a 360 kind of thing. It's not like it's an actual game or anything, but still kind of cool to experience.
I still like them, especially for letting people try it.
Yeah.
Because they don't have to know hand controls or button layouts or anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That kind of stuff's cool, especially for Halloween.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I know we're having people over here for Halloween. Would be fun. That would be a good one.
How many people are going to be here?
I don't know.
I talked to the wife about it the other day.
I don't know. It's a
good
question.
I said we should do a 360 live stream. Just do a live stream 360 video from, I don't know. It'd be fun.
Yeah, I'll have all my lights and stuff. Hey, we could do Halloween lights down here too.
Did you ever tell anybody about what you did last Halloween with your drone?
I don't think so, actually.
That was pretty awesome, actually. Are you going to tell them?
I can. So.
I didn't know if you didn't want to. It was a secret or something.
It just was last minute. It wasn't like a planned thing. But I had this idea. I always wanted to hang a lighted ghost from a drone with the drone flying way above it so you didn't see the drone or hear it or anything. So I attached, 100 foot of fishing cable or something to the bottom of a drone and made like a little, I used a white tablecloth. And a hanger that I bent into a curved top. And then I hung one of my like little battery production lights under it, and I flew it around my allotment, and all the kids started chasing it down the street. I'm like, it was bad. It was hilarious because I could just like guide the kids. Like, what's the little Piper guy? Peter Piper. I felt like him just like guiding all the little kiddies around.
Oh man,
that sounds bad. That
does sound really bad.
But it was fun. Yeah, it was really cool. But
that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So there's some new Quest accessories out, and one of them that I actually got was the D-Link, and we haven't really talked about that yet. It's been out for a little bit. I got it early last week, I think, or something like that. And I've been playing around with it, and I actually really like it. I mean, it is. I know a lot of people were upset about the price because it's $100, whereas you could get a dedicated router for your VR space cheaper. But that is this is easy. Like that's a little bit more complicated to hook up. It's not that bad, but a little bit more complicated to hook up a dedicated router than this thing. I mean, this literally plugs into USB. You plug it into USB. You go into your Oculus PC app. You select AirBridge. You make up a password. It does like a little thing for like gets up to like 40% or whatever, and then it says put your headset on. Put your headset on. Switch your Wi-Fi to the D-Link. Put in the same password you just put in.
Right.
And it works. And it works really good.
I think it's a good thing. I think the dedicated router stuff is still tricky. I don't think a lot of people probably could do it or do it well enough.
People that aren't techie. If you're not techie, yeah.
Not a lot of people are, because look who's buying the Quest 2 right now. You have everything from 12-year-old kids to, endless
12.
age.
Definitely some younger than that.
Well, yeah.
I've been in Horizon Worlds.
Yeah, right.
I've been in Horizon Worlds. I know.
Gosh, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's just the simplicity of it. It looked phenomenal. I mean, it looked like, it looked like wired link. Like my current house, the house that we bought this year, I got the VR room, but it's on a different level than the router is in. My old space, the router was in the VR room. So I had pretty good AirLink, pretty good virtual desktop, all of that. But in this space, it has not been good. And I've really not even been able to use virtual desktop or AirLink in this space.
Right.
With this, though, it works really, really well. And it's so easy. I mean, so I think part of what you're paying for is the ease ability of it. It's just so easy. I had two issues. The first one was completely my fault. When I put in the password on the PC, I was trying to put it on the headset and it kept saying the password was wrong. It was driving me nuts. I was like, what the heck? But it didn't, it like hides it when you put it in.
Sure.
Here I had the caps lock on, completely my fault. I was like, what is going on? So once I figured that out.
Stop screaming at passwords.
Right. The only other issue I had was I was trying to connect to it one time and it didn't want to connect. So I actually I just redid it all, put in a new password, made it forget the network.
Right.
My only other issue is that it works great for playing PC VR, phenomenal experience so far, but I can't use it. My hope was I was going to be able to use this to cast my Quest footage to the computer, and it won't do that. It doesn't actually have any Wi-Fi capabilities. So when you're connected to this on your Quest doesn't have access to the internet or anything like that. So you can't do that. I was really disappointed in that. But if you're playing multiplayer games, you're playing a PC VR version and your PC is connected to the internet. So you can still do multiplayer and everything else, all of that kind of stuff. But I do wish it would have taken advantage. I could take advantage of this to use for casting, because my casting, when I cast from the headset to the TV or the computer, it doesn't look that good. It gets real broken up and stuff.
I cast to an NVIDIA Shield Pro, and for some reason, I don't know if because it has a processor, it's a little bit more than like a Chromecast Ultra or something. It does really well.
But
I don't know if the speed in the network, I know.
You also have a mesh
nice
network.
Mesh.
Yeah,
I do.
So, that makes a big
Wi-Fi 6
difference.
mesh, so it does help. But you still have a lot of bandwidth on that.
Yeah.
And that's the thing.
This is dedicated. You have nothing else on that network.
I think I probably have 50 devices connected to my network at all time.
All the smart stuff you have around here, I'm sure.
Oh my gosh. I couldn't imagine, between light bulbs and switches and everything. So, and not that they have, take up a ton of bandwidth, but you do have those connections or dropouts or issues with it, that it pushes bandwidth because it's smart enough. And it is a mesh network that this is great. I think it's a great idea.
I love it. And I didn't really want to mess with add another router, and I may still do that actually, but so that I can get better, casting and stuff. But
I have a Nighthawk you can have. I'll give you a Nighthawk.
Test Your Might VR said AirBridge works with Pico 4 too. Did not know that.
I wondered
That's
some
really
of that
cool.
stuff.
That's really cool.
I've been thinking about some of these new wireless things and if they would work with other headsets.
Yeah.
Which also I want to get into the earbuds.
We can get into that next.
Which we can. Yeah, because I'm wondering if those will too.
Meow Mix asked if it does feature auto channel switching. So it doesn't.
I wondered that.
It doesn't automatically switch. So you have to go into your headset and you have to go to the Wi-Fi thing and you have to switch back and forth between your actual Wi-Fi to the D-Link. You have to choose which one you want to.
So that's not what he's actually referring to. So channel switching is you have, let's say, a dozen and a half channels of wireless around you.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
There's certain channels that are eaten up and used that you get interference on. So it's nice to be able to set that channel. Or auto. Auto's nice. Sometimes I like to set it.
I didn't see any options to be able to switch manually any of the channels. I didn't see any options for that.
It's made to be pretty automatic probably. So my guess is it would auto do that probably.
I played quite a bit of PCVR with it, and it worked phenomenal. I never had any of the glitchy stuff that I would have just using regular AirLink or anything. It just looked really good. The quality, the picture quality and everything looked really good, and you could go into your link settings and crank all those, the megabits and everything way up. I maxed them all out. So it's, for $100, it is a little pricey, but it's nice.
Yeah,
it's nice.
Anakaze was saying that he was dubious about the dongle being super locked down, but it's made to be that way kind of too. The more options you give people, they're going to screw with stuff, and then it doesn't work.
Well, and Carmack said there's some proprietary stuff going on with this, to increase. And he didn't talk much about it. I wish he would have told us some more details about that. But so you want to talk about the Soundcore?
Yeah, and that's what Artful actually was just saying in chat. He says, yes, the Anker Soundcore VP10.
Anker?
Yeah, I don't know.
Anker makes these?
Actually, Anker? Is that an Anker company? Maybe.
I don't know.
Do also work with the Pico 4, and that would be my hope as well, is that they work with it, because to have an option now that's a low latency wireless headphone for the Quest 2 is awesome, because I've tried stuff in the past. Ever since we basically had our hands on the Quest 2, I ordered multiple wireless headsets and all had way too much latency. So it was kind of a failed attempt. But yeah, to have something like this, I think is awesome. And the huge benefit for me is the power pass through on it. you can actually use a battery head strap.
Yeah, you can still use
plug it into that.
And stuff.
Yeah, so you can have a Bobo M2 and these. I think it's incredible. I almost wish they had like a little pouch they would go in on the back of the headset, so when I was done playing, I could throw them in.
Yeah, I think it's awesome, but I'm less excited about them because I've never had good luck with earbuds. Like they always bother my ear, or they always fall out.
Sure.
So for me, like, I'm not as excited about this solution, and maybe these are more comfortable. I don't know. Maybe somebody can speak on how comfortable they are in the chat. I guess they are made by Anker. I guess Anker owns Soundcore. I didn't know that.
Have you ever swapped out though the cushions?
Oh yeah, I've tried them all. Every single one. Like I got the weirdest ear canals ever, I think. Yeah. I don't know what it is. Like, I mean, especially like I'll try them on like airplanes. Like I've tried them multiple different times, multiple different in-ear earbuds, and I just never have any luck with them. So
wait, can I do polls now? I can do polls.
Oh yeah, you might be able to now because you got chat on there if your mouse.
I think I can.
But yeah, so I mean, I think this is cool though, and I know a lot of people like. I mean, I see people with the Apple ones in their ears all the time, like they never take them out. So I mean, for some people, I think this is a really great solution. I just prefer some on-ear, attached to the headset, come off when I take the headset off, because that's one more. Even these are one more step. I got to put the headset on, then I got to put them in my ears. Not a big deal, but right. I mean, it just for me, I'm not as excited. But there's a link for them in the description on Amazon if you want to check them out. I mean, maybe we'll order some. They are $100. Is that expensive for earbuds?
Not like for decent ones. Not if they're good. I mean, the Anker stuff's pretty good usually, so I wouldn't think so.
And I mean, these are the benefit of these is the latency. The real low latency. That's been the issue with a lot of earbuds is the latency.
Sure.
This should take advantage of some of that, but. There's your slurping again. My wife's going to be yelling at you.
I'm sorry, man.
She was yelling at him last time because he kept slurping it. You know how some people like certain sounds really drive people crazy? Like a slurp sound really drives some people crazy. And
I get it.
She was like, you got to tell him to stop slurping his coffee.
I get it. Everyone in chat's welcome to yell at me too.
We talked about that in the pre-show too because it's like...
I'm not doing it. Stop looking at me, you weirdo.
Oh, man. Good stuff. But so I do want to talk about... I think we missed this last time. The I Expect You to Die mixed reality trailer, and this is launching on the 25th or something like that. I believe it's launching right when the Quest 2 comes out.
I Expect You to Die is a great game, man. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer that this will be amazing. So
yeah, I mean,
it always is. I mean, their puzzles are so good, and they're so incorporated into their worlds and stuff, and it just becomes an experience. I think it's super cool. Really excited for this. They're always a good play.
I think this is going to be cool because of the pro capabilities, with the color pass through.
Sure.
And it's bringing in your real environment, you're opening these latches and stuff in your real environment and stuff. I think it'll be pretty cool. I mean, we can get into some more of the Quest Pro stuff because we did put out that video where we got to try it, and we have a whole lot more footage, a whole lot more content around what happened that day. And we did it, a vlog style video was our intentions when we first started out that day. So we might put out a video today or tomorrow of the actual vlog of a little bit more in-depth, a little bit longer form video if you guys do want to see that. But we'll talk about some more of our thoughts about it today. But
Artful says every AR thing is releasing on the 25th. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, they're trying to get that out.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of surprise stuff too. October 25th. I wanted to make sure I got that date right. That I was trying to look up. So
I'm excited to see what transfers over to the Lynx R1 too. Because now they're all set to come out now at the 25th. That I'm really hoping that, stuff's going to be available then cross-platform.
Some will, some won't. Probably. Right. Lincoln Clay, though, with the $5 super chat, he said, "Sup, guys, I'll pass on the Quest Pro."
Yeah,
I don't blame a lot. I think that's going to be a lot of people's take on it. But
I'm with you, man.
Tyler hasn't got one either yet.
I was on board, and then I wasn't. Like, after trying it, I wasn't anymore. And I like it. Don't get me wrong. It'd be great to have, but we can't have everything. There's other headsets out there.
If it wasn't the price, I think a lot of people would be ordering it. I
would rather put my money into the Pimax Crystal.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm serious, man. I know you don't. I know you're not into Pimax, but after having like the 5K plus,
it's not that I'm not into
seeing what it can do, and having lenses you can swap out to change your field of view, like cool things like that. I think are awesome.
Their marketing is just very strange.
It's
like I'm always like, oh, I'm going to buy this headset. And then I'm like, oh, why would I buy that headset? Because they announced another headset the following week. And then when is this headset available? I don't know, because this one's going to come out then. And it's like,
I know.
It's just so stupid.
Put one in my hands and prove it.
And
but it takes so long to be excited for it. I know.
Yeah, but as soon as you get the Pimax Crystal, you're going to be disappointed because they got the Pimax Crystal plus 10K 4782.
Just because they released the specs on it doesn't mean it's out.
I know,
but they're just headsets. I know.
They just need to focus on one thing. But I did want to mention though, this is saying about that Expect You to Die is supposed to be out, like I said, October 25th, and they're saying 100% free of charge. I didn't know that.
Wait, say that again. Sorry.
100% free of charge for I Expect You to Die.
Oh, really?
Maybe that's just, I don't know.
If that's the case, then it has to be paid for by Meta, right? As a release title.
Yeah.
There has to be some type of financial backing to get cool stuff out there.
I Expect You to Die Home Sweet Home will be available on October 25th and 100% free of charge. That's pretty cool. So that might be a Meta only kind of thing. I'm not sure if they're paying for that, but
Anakaze said he has a bridge to sell right before someone takes it off his hands.
An air bridge? Is that what you're talking about?
I think so.
Huh. That's cool.
I think so.
I like it. I mean, it's $100, but I like it. I mean, I'm all about simplicity. I hooked it up. It worked as soon as I realized my caps lock was on. I got the right password. It worked. I didn't have any issues.
I find myself using the Quest 2 for PC VR now more. So
yeah, I do too.
You know, it's just sad to say. I know G2 still SimRig, yes, but past that, that's what I use. It's crazy anymore.
It is.
I never thought I would come to the day where I would basically give up a PC designated headset.
Yeah. I agree.
Ooh, Blizz said 8KX just shipped. You know, okay. So I got to wandering last night again when I was in bed and looking at Pimax stuff. You know, they have an outlet store. You can get a Pimax 8KX for $909.
Is this one of the trade-in program things?
No, it's just the outlet price, which is probably scary. But I mean, that's a pretty cheap price. And they have a survey going, you get $100 off. And I think the regular AKX now is, I'm going to riddle off some numbers, 1,100 and something with $100 off. So I think you're still down to 1,000 now. I mean, that's...
I can't do it until I get a better PC. I got a 2080. True.
You need a better...
I got a 2080 until I get like a 3090 Ti or a 4090. I don't know that. It's just pointless for me.
I would probably jump on a 3090 Ti.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't know. Prices. I'm still going to wait for Black Friday to see what happens. But I did see that Tony Digital said, did you guys see the Wooorld trailers? 3 O's. And we did. That's what's playing right here. I did want to talk about that because he's actually the one that brought it up to our attention. And I missed this. It kind of appeared for a second during Connect, I think, and I missed it. But this is another one that is launching on October 25th. And it's part of the official launch titles for the Quest Pro.
Right.
So this is pretty cool. Do you want me to make it full screen?
Yeah, sure. You can. Do we have any?
Should have audio.
Is it proprietary audio?
Probably.
But
it's pretty cool. I mean, it's using a lot of the Google Map kind of stuff and all of that. But, I mean, and it's got multiplayer, you know, this kind of stuff right here where you can put, I mean, this almost looks like, what was that thing, the Tilt 5? This right here reminds me of almost like Tilt 5 where you have it on the table. You can zoom in, zoom out. You know, that it looks pretty cool. I mean, I'm definitely excited. I like Google Earth in VR. I like Wander in VR. I've messed around in those things quite a bit. It's just cool to go see things and experience things you might not get to see, you know, in real life. So I'm curious to see what this looks like in AR and all of that kind of stuff.
Doing it with other people is super cool.
Yeah.
Because if you have somebody that lives far away from you, family or something, you want to show them something.
Yeah, that's where it really, you know, it's really
friends,
cool.
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So who's making fun of me? Oh, Rohr said that pyramid scheme salesman right now, me, but he's a Pimaxian himself too. So yeah, it is one of those things. You know, they actually tried at one point to get us to come on board with some of their stuff, and we're just not really that way. So we'd probably rather buy it than.
I don't want to be committed to anybody. You know what I mean? Like, I want to support everybody and try everything. I have no problem trying out a Pimax. You know, honestly, I prefer to pay for it just because it's easier to not have any kind of, you know,
biased thoughts
at all. I mean, if you pay, I mean, we paid for the Pico 4, it's on the way. Paid for the Quest Pro, it's on the way. I want to be able to say, links
so we can do cool AR multiplayer stuff.
We got a good deal on those because we were Kickstarter backers, but we still paid for them. So I don't know. I mean, I want to try it all, though, is the thing. I mean, that's the hard part for me.
I know. We want to try everything, but that's why I get one, you get one, I get one, you get one.
Yeah, it's kind of, I mean, that kind of benefits, it kind of works out.
Yeah.
So.
Good to see everybody. Obscure Nerd. Good to see you. Man, everybody.
I'm discussing
some thing now.
I'm discussing with some developers if we can give away any kind of secrets about one of the games we're going to talk about.
I know.
So.
Super cool, man. I know. I just want to start talking about it because I'm really excited about some of the stuff. And as simple as it is, the things that they have done, how much can I talk about? I can talk about hand tracking, can I? Their hand tracking is just so good.
So we'll just show it now. We can talk about it. If they tell us any info that we're allowed to say about it, because it's under NDA and stuff. We don't really have any inside information. We were just trying to see if they would give us any kind. But this is Surgineer, and this is from, the, what's the name of the developer team? All I can think of is their actual names now. Holonautics. Yeah, this is from Holonautics. So, I mean, and I even asked them, like, what kind of plans they have for the AR stuff with the Quest Pro, and they kind of teased about some stuff, but they said we can't really say anything yet. But if you remember, these guys were kind of set the bar for the hand tracking stuff. Absolutely. I mean, they put out stuff that was the best hand tracking for the time. Yep. And that. So I'm hoping that they do the same kind of thing with pass-through stuff. So I'm hoping that they get some stuff out, and I think they will. But this is Surgineers. It's coming, I think, October 27th.
I think Bone Labs and Holonautics need to merge.
Yeah, they could do some pretty cool things together.
The physics that they do with their hand movements and stuff in here, you're not just like knocking stuff over, and you really feel, I don't know, that one-to-one in this, where most of the time I don't like it. This is just pretty on point. So yeah, I'm really excited for this.
This is terrifying to me. I just want to let you know that.
The bone saw, man. I just want to use the bone saw. I was talking to them about it. I'm like, it's all I've ever wanted to use is the bone saw on somebody. I'm not like Hannibal Lecter stuff.
This is terrifying. So I am like the biggest like squeamish kind of person when it comes to like
blood and guts.
Medical stuff. Like I could never be a medical professional. I could never be in a surgery room. Like I would be on the floor, passed out. And so I'm curious. I have not been in this, and I'm curious to see if it's going to give me some like lightheaded feelings. And I don't think because it's not real, but it's still, even watching this, I'm like, man, this looks intense in VR. And I don't know how I'm going to be able to handle this, to be completely honest with you.
I think it's going to be great. I mean, the part where they're like slopping around a heart and stuff, and
that
I'm just like,
sounds terrible. They're busting his skull open with a hammer.
It's so
Dude,
good,
it's so intense. It looks so intense.
Someone said this is a nightmare fuel. It is.
It really is.
You'd wake up in the middle of the night and be like feeling your chest, probably like somebody cutting you open.
So Potato Gameplay says, I could never. This is sadistic. My sons will love it.
Yep, exactly.
Braza said, this is nightmare fuel. Does it have multiplayer? Ooh. That would be cool. That would be cool.
Wouldn't that be scary if you were the one on the table and you look down and somebody's cutting you open?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
That reminds me of that one we talked about last week with the what was it called? Yeah, it was the demo long ago where you were the robot and the robot guy like cut your head off.
Oh, Abe?
Abe, yeah. Oh, man, that's so creepy. But even Princess Jedi said, this is making me a bit squeamish watching it. And that's how I feel. Yep, like, it really does. I'm like, ugh, like this just, can we turn it? I don't know.
Those are those cool things in VR that you could never experience, and you do, and you don't forget. Legally,
unless you're a doctor.
That's true.
Or Hannibal Lecter.
That's true.
I mean, that's
not
legal.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this is great. I love it. Just everything that they do like this is so good.
They do some cool stuff. That's a cool team. That they do things that other people don't do. Even their first title was something. It was a third person.
Dude, that game's still so good.
Yeah, and it was Holoception, and they just do things. They don't follow. They don't follow the trend. They don't follow the norm. They do their own thing, and that's what.
Breaks barriers for VR.
Yeah, and that's what really just sets stuff apart, because the people that just do the same thing as everybody else, it's like you're not breaking any boundaries. You're not doing anything crazy. You're just doing what everybody else is doing. This team does not do what everybody else is doing. No, even when they were like the first ones to really focus a game on hand tracking.
Yeah, and they tried something. They like demoed something in-house, and they even told us, they're like, hand tracking is where it's at. This is where it's going and stuff.
Yeah.
And look where we're at now. Everything's pushing that. How long ago was that? 2 years ago now, probably?
Oh, yeah, probably longer
that they started? I know. It's great.
I mean, that was Quest 1, wasn't it?
Probably was.
Did Quest 1 have hand tracking?
No, it didn't have hand tracking.
Maybe it was early on in 2.
Maybe right when 2 released. Yeah, could have been.
Yeah, so Alex VR says, I'm a doctor and I approve of this game.
Hope they have a next level where you perform surgery on yourself.
Oh, man, that is super sick.
Could you imagine if your hand got caught in something, you had to like cut it off?
Oh, you didn't watch Peripheral yet?
No, don't.
Okay, sorry, I don't want to ruin anything out of there, but that's what made me think. I just saw, and Artful just said, reminds me of the trailer from Peripheral, and I saw somebody else said about the pilot episode. So Peripheral is out. It's on Amazon. Yeah. It's a VR kind of a show. It's made by the creators of Westworld.
Yes. Which I'm obsessed with.
Yeah, there's 2 episodes out right now on Amazon Prime or whatever. You can watch them now. There's 2 episodes, and then I think it's going to be a week-to-week basis for the next episode.
They didn't drop them all at once. I saw it was on there.
Nope.
Oh, man.
So you can't binge watch all day. I watched the first 2. Me and my wife watched the first one.
My wife's in here, too. This is what we're watching.
Yeah, so we watched the first one, and then we watched the second one later on. In the first one, there's kind of some gross stuff that happens. At one point in time, my wife closed her eyes. She didn't want to see it. kind of some stuff that you kind of maybe saw in that trailer.
Sure.
We just showed, but just a fair warning. It's a little, and it starts out, I feel like the first episode was kind of like, okay, but it's a pilot episode. I think the second episode got a little bit better, as the story builds. I'm definitely looking forward to watching it through the week. I still don't know how exactly I feel about it yet. I don't know if I'm going to love it yet, but so far it's got potential.
I'm going to love it.
It's got potential.
It started playing because I was playing the trailer back here this morning, just kind of having it on just for something.
Yeah.
And it started into the first episode. I already liked the intro scene, just how it looks and everything. So I had to turn it off because I want to watch it over here. Yeah. So I'm super, super excited.
Yeah, let me know what you think. And if you guys watch it, let us know what you think too. I'm just curious. But I like all those kind of shows, so I get excited about it whenever there's like a VR kind of show, you know what I mean?
And I love all the Surgineer ideas, by the way.
I know, I see that too.
These are so good.
Wolf Raza said the guys will actually say, no, 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 as you lower the drill into their face. Like, man, you people are sick.
The feed, I never finished the feed watching
I never saw it. Upload was good, and I didn't like Upload. VR Mom said I binge watched the feed and Upload. I like the idea of a new VR type series. The first episode of Upload, I was like, this show's silly. It's just kind of stupid. Dude. But then I watched more, and now I love it. Like, I've watched the whole first season. I couldn't wait for the second season to come out. Watched all of that. Now I can't wait for the third season. Though. I don't know what that is. I haven't seen that.
It's like where...
Tyler's filling his coffee. Sorry, if you're watching the audio version, that's what. No, I said filling. No. You're filling your coffee.
The feed is good. I'm sure it's. I know it's the feed. Yeah. So I think it's where it has like you would have like contacts in, or you have this device like a watch thing you wear, but it transposes it into your eyes, and then things happen to where it becomes just like pop-ups, and people get. Like go off their rockers, like have seizures basically because of all this stuff.
That reminded me of that movie with Justin Timberlake where like they...
Oh, the time one?
Yeah, that was a cool movie where you had to like fill your time. Like you got paid and how much time you had and stuff. That was an interesting...
Yeah, the wife liked that one too, actually.
So Paradise Decay said the pilot episode brought back some memories for me for 3 months ago. And so you haven't seen it yet, but it involves an eye. And PD has some eye surgery. So it's like, oh man.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's doing better. I know he seems like he's getting a little better. I watched his update the other day, put on an update.
He's got another surgery or something?
Yeah, another. Yeah. I mean, hopefully he get it all figured out. But yeah, so she said the feed, in the feed, it's more like neural implants.
Yeah, it is, I think. It is something like that.
Anyways, okay. What we got next?
Yep. Good question. We hit that.
We talked about shows, so let's talk about this one. This is a new show, and this looks cool. This is actually hosted by Marlon Wayans. It's a show that is all about people facing their fear.
Isn't Keenan or was
it
Marlon?
It's Marlon Wayans.
It is. Okay.
Yeah, it's Marlon Wayans. It's hosted by him, but it's where they face their fears in VR, and they do like crazy things with sharks or ghosts or anything else, and snakes. You know what I mean? And they add in peripherals, kind of like what you saw right there. They throw the snake on them when they see the snake crawling up in VR. Looks like it's actually going to be really good, and I think it's put on by Meta, so I think it's only going to be on like Facebook and Instagram where you're actually able to watch this. That's what it said.
Oh, I thought it said like, watch in VR too. I thought it said that
maybe.
Somewhere.
You might be able to.
It reminds me a lot of what Jimmy Kimmel was doing with guests when he would have celebrities on and throw them in VR. I think Brown when the Quest 2 maybe got released.
Yeah.
They were throwing them in stuff there, like scary stuff.
It's pretty cool looking though. It's called Oh Hell No, and it's with Marlon Wayans. Make sure I got that right. It says premiere next week on Wayans, Facebook, and Instagram. New episodes will also premiere every Wednesday on Quest headsets via the Meta Quest TV app. So that's pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're it's going more mainstream. You're seeing more and more of this kind of stuff, I feel like.
Yeah.
Where it's going mainstream. We're getting shows, we're getting movies, and this is cool. I mean, this looks like it would be fun to watch because people are going to be freaking out. And it is a lot of fun to put people in VR for the first time. I don't know if all of these people are VR for the first time, but probably a lot of them, I would imagine.
Well, I mean, look at all the stuff on TikTok, too, that even people are doing. Just putting videos of, like, doing this kind of stuff or letting people try it or fails of jumping into TVs and stuff. This really resembles that. They're capturing those moments.
But in more of a controlled environment where you're not letting people run into TVs and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. But Richie's plank experience should be controlled, but people still jump off.
So good. Yeah, it's so good.
I know.
So good. So do you want to get into some? Let's get into some Pico 4 Enterprise real quick. Wait, let's give away a key first.
Sure.
So we did our demo of the Quest Pro.
Yes.
You can't cover it up. It's at the top now.
Too late.
Tyler was in Tribe. He's a big fan of Tribe. He loves Tribe.
Oh, love Tribe.
So we thought, let's give away a Tribe Quest code. So this is a Quest gift code. To redeem these, you got to go into the app, go to Tribe XR, then go to redeem gifts. You can't just go to the normal redeem store code thing.
It's super cool. You do have to like sideload a bunch of music into it if you want like all your own stuff on there. but it's awesome. It's so much fun to go in. They have tutorials. They have classes you can actually take too from real DJs, which is amazing.
That's pretty cool.
Like I one-to-one come in and show you, and if not, join their Discord, and somebody on there will gladly basically come in to help you, which is really cool. I mean, we've hardly ever seen other games do that or people in that community because people are so passionate about DJing, just like Funky Deep and stuff in here.
Yeah,
that
it's pretty cool. And Tyler,
so
you know,
cool,
he has some history with DJing, so for him,
So
this
good.
is pretty massive. You know what I mean? Like he talks about this game quite a bit.
Yeah,
so.
the controls are great. I mean, the music inventory is easy to load stuff in. It works just like you would if you DJ
just in
with
case
a PC
nobody can
and
get
stuff.
the code there, I'll make it big there for a second.
But he got it.
So who got it? Did they say? Say in chat who got it? Somebody got it, I'm sure. But
Nope.
It's cool because when I buy a gift code, I get notified when somebody redeems it.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
I've actually seen some before that we've given away. Maybe it's the ones we read off or whatever that I've given away, and I saw like a couple days later it got redeemed. And I was like, oh, so somebody didn't get it live on the show.
Though.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because a lot of people think if they don't go get it right away, that they won't get
gone.
it.
So VR Bomb said they're using Quest headsets for kids to fix lazy eyes, but it costs like $1,200 for licensing right now. That's pretty cool.
Interesting.
That's a cool benefit if that's something that can, man, that's awesome actually.
That is to auto adjust one side or something. That's cool.
Yeah, that's interesting. So Paksu Pa Pete said, anybody get the Pico 4? We got one on the way. It has not showed up yet. So there is a link to one. I ordered it from Amazon UK since it's not available in the US. There's a link to it in the description, but
we have lots of links down there.
Yeah, a bunch of links
the
down there.
headphones, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. So let's talk about the Pico 4 since that came up. And this is the reason we're talking about it because this is the latest version of the Pico. This is the Enterprise headset that got announced last week. I mean, we knew it was coming, but all the specs and everything and the price got announced last week. And I was like, man, I should probably cancel my Pico 4 order and order this because it's not crazy priced like Quest Pro, but it's still more expensive. But there's a downside. Supposedly, the App Store isn't going, you're not going to be able to access the regular App Store through here. So like the games and stuff, I don't know how they're going to change that, but
that's the only reason why it kind of doesn't excite me is just the fact that will you be able to use it to its full potential?
I mean, it shows stuff even on the trailer it shows games, but they said,
but you probably have to buy an enterprise license for it.
Maybe, because they said Pico, so they said this, it doesn't access the consumer App Store.
Right.
I was like, what? Like that's kind of crazy.
So I don't know. Everything has to go on an APK maybe, or they probably have their own store for enterprise stuff.
I don't know how it's going to work yet.
I don't know. It excites me as a headset as a whole, but for the limit of software is everything for headsets.
And even the regular Pico 4, that's its limits right now. Is the software.
Right. So to limit that even again,
yeah.
That's scary to me.
I mean, the cool thing about this, though, is that this version comes with the eye and the face tracking. The Enterprise Edition does.
Right.
And the thing that's really cool about the eye tracking is that this will actually auto-set the IPD. So it'll actually set the IPD for you based off of the eye tracking, which is a pretty big bonus over the Quest Pro that you have to manually move the lenses to set the IPD. So I wish the Quest Pro would do that with their eye tracking, but they don't, especially for $1,500.
Luke was saying that the tribe code is for a different app. Chris said it was for a different app. Yeah.
It's an Oculus.
That was an Oculus one.
Yeah, that was an Oculus code. If it's a long code, that's Oculus. If it's 3 section of numbers, then it's a Steam code. Just if you ever wondering.
Yep.
But yeah.
Yeah,
so,
I'm excited-ish for this headset. It's not something I'm clamoring to get. So
yeah, I'm excited to try out the regular Pico 4. Like I said, it's on the way, even though it hasn't shipped yet. It's supposed to be here between the 26th and 29th. Is what they're telling me. But the big difference for the Enterprise, is the eye and the face tracking. I think it's $8.99, I think is what it costs.
Yeah, which isn't a bad price. I mean, it's a good
terrible
price. So I'm surprised for being Enterprise version.
Yeah.
That it's,
And these are also, so this and the Lenovo Think Reality are still using regular XR2 chips, where the Quest Pro is using the XR2 Plus, which is an XR2 chip with better cooling and better thermals and stuff like that. But
it is, which
hard to say how much better it's going to be.
Right, exactly. We're still basing everything on the same platform.
Yeah.
So are we getting that much of a difference? I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. So I know, so we put out that video of us trying the Quest Pro last weekend, and I got a lot of hype around. A lot of people were excited to watch it and stuff. It was really cool to see, the excitement around that. And I think a lot of people are just hungry for the information on it right now because it's expensive. Not a lot of people are going to go out and buy it. But if
is this the next Quest 2? Like, is this what you should be buying after a Quest 2? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think that's everyone's thought, but
Yeah, but if you do want to try, if you have a Best Buy close to you, a lot of the Best Buys are doing the demos, and it seems like they're only doing them on Saturday and Sunday.
Yes.
So if you have one close by to you, it's definitely worth going to Best Buy and checking it out yourself. I mean, just to get to experience it, I mean, it's pretty cool.
While they have it.
Yeah, I don't know how long after it launches if they're still going to be doing demos. I'm not sure.
So. I bet a little bit after launch. Sure.
Yeah.
Just because they're going to have it in store so you can try it and then buy it right after.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, it costs them money to keep people in these stores and running these demos. So,
yeah.
But if it's selling headsets,
right.
I mean,
when they're selling a $1,500 headset.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, for me, after trying it, the biggest takeaway was the controllers. The controllers were fantastic. I really like the controllers.
Biggest takeaway for me, pass-through resolution.
Yeah. It wasn't good. It wasn't great. I mean, it kind of looked like...
Wait. Before we get into it, are we doing this or are we going to play anything?
We could. So we have...
Totally, I don't
As
care.
we left last weekend, we had our impressions, like right after trying the Quest Pro. We were driving home and we recorded our conversation. Yeah. So we can play that for you, and that's going to give you more of a initial reaction instead of us sitting here talking about it, and I think that might be kind of cool to do. We were thinking about a name to come up with to talk about this little segment. We don't know what we're going to call it.
Yeah, I mean, we were amped. Like, going there, I was so amped. I felt like I was going to buy a headset for the first time. Like when we got the CV1 or something even. I felt that way going there to try it. And I felt like I was going to come out like, this is going to be the be-all, end-all. It's amazing. Yes, it's expensive, but it's everything I wanted.
Wasn't necessarily the case. Yeah. I'm still excited. I think I'm excited to try the tech. And I think the pass-through is going to improve. The pass-through wasn't great. I think it's going to improve. Look at Quest 2 where pass-through started out, and look at Quest 2 where pass-through is now. They've improved it a lot. A lot. So I'm hoping, and they might even improve it by launch. You know what I mean? It might even be, it might not be. It might still suck forever. I don't know.
But I think it's still a good headset. I'm not saying it's like a trash headset. It's still an amazing headset. Don't get me wrong.
Anakaze said maybe trek out to the Canton store tomorrow. It is at the Canton store, and you will probably meet Bill Clinton.
It's not.
Huh?
He's actually referring to a different Canton, I think. Oh. So, actually, if I'm not mistaken, Anakaze, I think, lives in New York. So, I think I know. I made that mistake, too, earlier. And I saw him pull the comment down.
We're talking about Canton, Ohio.
Yeah, we're in Ohio. Okay. And I think there is a Canton, New York, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. So, that could be why. But
all right, let's play this video, okay?
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Tried the Quest Pro for the first time. I want to say, though, like, I feel like anytime you do a demo in a store, like in those kind of surroundings, it's never always a good representation. Like you're probably going to experience things a little bit different when it's at your house. You
Absolutely.
know what I mean? Like you spend more time with it, and there's no pressure of people watching you.
Set up your boundaries so they're not close, so it doesn't pop up all the time, stuff like that. The pass-through would look way different because you would be more in it, you know, for longer instead of popping right out of it. But I think it was an eye-opening experience. I do. Like,
well, I wouldn't do it with your eyes closed. That'd be really hard to see anything.
Gosh, here we go. But it's, I mean, I like it, but I thought it would be more evolved than it is, actually.
I did, yeah.
And that's what, and not that it disappointed me, but it wasn't like putting on a new headset for the first time being like, wow. And that was the experience I was hoping to get out of a $1,500 headset.
But are we going to get that experience anymore? Like, after being in VR as long as we have, like, are we going to get that first time putting your headset? You think so?
100%. When we have true pass-through that looks one-to-one.
So you're talking like true AR or true pass-through?
True AR. Yeah. So the experience that I had in there that was great was Tribe, which I love playing anyways from DJing the whole bit.
I mean, just seeing your through the lens recording, like the DJ equipment looked almost real sitting there, like in the background and the avatar in front of it. That looked really cool.
But to me, what breaks it though is how the outside world doesn't look good enough.
Yeah.
I just don't get why, you know, we record and carry around a 360 camera that's a single lens that looks beautiful. Why can't we have something like that in the headset?
Like, why doesn't the video quality pass-through look that good?
The pass-through quality is just not good. And I understand there's a lot of back end that has to do with that.
I'm sure a lot of the processing makes
and that's what, you know, Lynx has worked on so hard to do is get that working perfectly, that pass-through. And that's just, I think...
from what I hear, people that have tried both, they say the Lynx pass-through does look better. We haven't tried it ourselves, so...
Not yet.
I don't know. I mean, we'll definitely have those headsets coming, and we can compare that. But yeah, I think that... I honestly liked a lot about it. I like the controllers a lot. I like the comfort, although I could see where you would have some movement if you were playing real active games, so it could be an issue. Also, the battery in the back is a really nice thing because it's a lot more balanced, but it's going to be harder to add an external battery pack on the back to play longer because then you're going to throw off that balance.
Well, I think in general, this headset won't be a headset you modify at all. So it would not be one you would buy and think, I'm going to modify this or add this or that. You could headphones, I understand that. Maybe add a battery bank, I guess, if you had to, but other than that,
thing is the battery bank's just going to throw off the balance. That's my only issue with it. But the headphones do have 2 headphone jacks, so that's something they did with the Quest 1, which we didn't see too much stuff for that. They never like made specific headphones for that, other than some third-party stuff that I saw. But I think the controllers are awesome. I think the haptics, I didn't get to feel anything that really played into the haptics, but I could already tell from the little bit that the haptics are going to be better. Sure. Obviously, you know, there's more haptics in there, better feedback. The controllers felt great. Big fan of the controllers. So I would have never recommended spending $300 to get these controllers for your Quest 2, but if you have the money and you want to experience them, they were pretty cool. Like, you might not, I mean, it might be worth it to some people. I don't think everybody it's worth going out and spending that much money on controllers, but if you don't want to buy the headset and you do want to experience the controllers, that is an option.
What are the controllers now? I think, aren't they 100?
I'm not sure. Quest 2 controllers?
Yeah, like because think if you had to buy 2 controllers anyways, and I know you can buy them individually, I understand that, but you know, the cost
like
isn't
60 or 80 bucks a piece.
I thought they were like
89
bucks. Were they 89 bucks? That might be it. But
I haven't looked
still,
that much because I haven't needed
300 for both, 150 for each. That's not that crazy.
I think it's cool that they're backwards compatible with the Quest 2. I think that's a cool feature. So hopefully hopefully the Quest 2 will still utilize the more haptics. You know, I don't know how that's going to work exactly. Hopefully it still takes advantage of the haptics, maybe a future update. I don't know if it will right off the bat. But
it probably has a lot to do with the app or game or whatever you're playing if it's embedded into the software.
Yeah. But I think my biggest disappointment though was the color pass-through. I really thought the color pass-through was going to be better. So if you take the Quest 2 pass-through, add color to it, and I think improve it just a little bit, you know, that's kind of what you're getting there. I mean, the lenses obviously are way better. The pancake lenses are better. The sweet spot, you can move all around. You can look all around with your eyes instead of your head and see everything. Everything's clear, a lot more clear. But there's still like, I don't know, like, would you call it like the noise in the video pass-through? There's noise in it, and there's like some smearing going on. Like, not as much as Quest 2. I think the Quest 2 has a lot of smearing and different weird things. But if you think about it though, how much have they improved the Quest 2 pass-through over time from launch? You know, is this going to be something, I mean, we're looking through a headset that's not even officially launched yet. It's not, consumer version isn't in the wild yet. So I think it's still something that they are going to be able to improve with updates and stuff like that. So I think the color pass-through is going to get better. I honestly do.
I do too.
I don't know if it's going to get to the point where we were hoping it would be. I don't know if it'll get there, but it is. I think it will get better, and I think it is still cool for certain things. Like, I mean, there's been things we've done in Quest 2 with black and white crappy pass-through that are still pretty cool. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I mean, I think the pass-through is great. And that experience that I had with Tribe proved that this type of headset and this style is where it's going to be. So and that's what we'll all have, you know, eventually at a point.
Thought popped in my head.
Oh no.
You DJ stuff before. I mean, you've done like weddings, you've done DJ stuff for weddings and all kinds of stuff. Do you think it would be possible to do a DJ experience live at a wedding or something wearing that headset, using Tribe XR, casting that out? I think that would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Would it be possible? I mean, you can still interact with the people walking up.
The only way that would be possible if you had full hand tracking for it, because you would have to have the actual top and hand tracking that one-to-one and know every press.
I mean,
it
wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense to do that. It just thought it popped in my head. Like, is that something that could be possible?
Now you could have it wired into the headset so that. I don't know. It would be cool. Trust me, I agree.
It's not feasible.
But we're getting there. We are, you know, stuff like that. So I get the thought, but
so it is cool though.
It would be, but
so trying the Quest Pro there, you know, I pre-ordered one right off the bat, more for us as the channel to like experience stuff, compare stuff. You haven't ordered one yet. After trying that demo, $1,500. Are you compelled to order one now?
Not at all.
Even less than before?
Even less than before. And that's kind of what kept me from it, is just, you know, I look at it like, you know, because I already do have the Lynx R1 coming. Yeah. And what differences do I see to justify spending $1,500 on something that I spent $400? You know what I mean? It just, to me...
And it's hard to compare them yet since we don't have them.
Absolutely.
But I do think, I mean, I agree. I think the Lynx is, especially for the price that we got in for, you know, doing the Kickstarter, I think that's going to be hard to beat. But one thing about the Quest Pro is that there is going to be a lot of stuff probably made for it. And, specific software stuff and even games and stuff that is going to be specific to that, because Meta Oculus is going to throw money at it. So that's one of the benefits of, I don't know if you want to call it benefit or not, because obviously more open source is a bigger benefit.
Depends
than
on
walled garden, but you are going to get some other experiences. So I think going there and trying that experience, I think I'm a little bit less excited for the pre-order than what I was, but I'm still excited to try different things. I'm excited to see what comes out for it. I'm excited to see how it progresses through.
Yeah. So, it's hard for us.
Hey, we're even on the same sides.
Yeah.
Me, you.
Just because that's how it always is. Because I'm always driving and you're always riding.
I don't like drive.
I know. But it is. It's great. But is it something I'm clamoring for? No.
I'm less excited after trying it, but I'm still excited for it. I'm really excited for the controllers. I think the controllers are great. I think the pass-through, I think it will get better. It's $1,500. That if it was $700, I would be super excited for it.
Absolutely.
I'd be.
I said 800. 800.
Even 800.
That's what I was hoping it was going to release for, and I would have been super excited. But yeah, it's just not. I don't know. It's not there for consumers. I don't think.
I really think it's there as a test bed. I think it's there to get something out that is going to better their AR product in the future. That's what this is. I truly think that's what this is. It's not meant for gamers. It's not really meant for business. It's meant as a test bed product. Get it out in the wild. Get developers making stuff for it. See what works. See what doesn't work. Future AR product to compete with Apple makes it that much better.
Yep.
That's what it is. That's what I truly believe it is.
And to make their other prices when they're higher look better.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of it too. You know what I mean? Setting this price point. And we saw a lot of other headsets just release their specs, price points, and they're all around the same. I feel like once they saw the Quest Pro come out,
it is the wrong code.
I told you.
I don't know where I got it from then. That's so weird. I copied it from the email. So that is the wrong one. I apologize for that. I just pulled it up to make sure. So I'm going to have to read it. So I'm going to read off TribeXR for you. Sorry, I don't know how that happened.
Just go.
But to redeem this is a gift code. So you're going to want to go to TribeXR in the app. You're going to want to click the thing that says redeem gift code. This is a gift code. So here's the code. It is GHE4EAC6YP H47HR WJFTQAYYGQ. So sorry about that. I apologize. I don't even know what code that was that I accidentally copied into that thing. I'm not sure how that happened. That is so weird.
It would have been great if somebody would have redeemed like a headset or something.
Yeah, right. I'm glad somebody caught it though, because I had no idea that I don't even know where I copied, because I copied it directly from the email. So I don't know what code that was, because I buy a lot of gift codes to give away. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry about that. But hopefully somebody gets it.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's out there. But if you have to rewind, hear it again, whatever.
Good investigating, guys.
Yep. Pretty good stuff. So So I don't know. I'm excited about it.
Yes.
I'm not as excited.
Correct. Links are one, man. I'm still pumped. I keep saying it. But man.
Whoops.
I know. It's so good.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I'm excited for the experiences that are going to come out. I'm excited for the new stuff to try. I'm excited for I Expect You to Die and color pass-through. I'm excited to see what Holonautic's team does with color pass-through and hand tracking and whatever else they're going to throw in there. I'm excited.
The code was for a free bungee cord set. Do we have to get that back out? The bungee at some point? Some people may not know about the bungee, which is good.
PD
That's probably good.
PD brings up the bungee all the time.
Leave it at that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Woo,
probably
James.
my Windows
James
license.
picked one up.
Oh, nice. You got it. Oh, nice.
Sweet. Oh, dude, I'm excited.
You got to hop in there with him. Dude, maybe we all do. It's $30 though. I haven't even bought it. I don't even have it myself.
Honestly,
I bought it as a gift code. I don't even own it myself.
So when you want to learn something new and you're looking for something to learn and dive into, it's a super good thing for that.
Yeah.
You're not going to know anything about it. You're not going to know about beat matching. And you can even set up auto stuff in
there.
I
like beats. I like beats and I like music and all that kind of stuff. So I think I would like it, but I've never DJed.
I know. I don't get why you don't try it.
No, I'll hop in there. I'll just have to buy it. It's $30.
It's worth it. I'll buy it for you. I don't care. It doesn't. It's fun just to go in with other people too. It's awesome, man.
I did want to mention too, real quick. I keep hearing people from In the Know.
DJ James. That's his new name. We were talking about a new name for him.
There you go.
DJ James.
There you go. I keep hearing about this stuff about Horizon Worlds, and I've been so unimpressed with it, but I keep hearing this from people that are in the inside, that know things, that they keep saying about how good Horizons is going to be. And there's some big things coming to Horizons, and everybody's going to be blown away by Horizons. And I'm like,
didn't we hear this before though?
Well, it's been going on for a while, but supposedly there's still some really big things coming to Horizon. And it really is going to be a game changer and all this stuff. I don't know, but I just wanted to mention that because I still have been so unimpressed with it. But supposedly it's coming and it's going to blow everything out of the water, and I don't know how. But hey, we'll watch it.
I know.
Also wanted to mention that, we made a TikTok. We made a TikTok account.
We did.
Tikity Tok.
Don't.
So stupid.
It's stupid.
We made one.
It's stupid, but we're stupid at times too, so whatever.
Yeah. My thought was like, because I think you can live stream on TikTok, so I was like, oh, that's cool. We'll just live stream from our phone before we go live on the show. We can like interact and show stuff, different things and stuff. But I guess you can't live stream on there until you have 1,000 subscribers on TikTok.
Right.
So everybody go subscribe to our TikTok. There's like 4 videos on there, and I think you're supposed to be really stupid on TikTok, but we haven't done that yet. so I think you're just supposed to like. Good. I think we're just supposed to dance or something.
You're going to dance.
No, we're both going to dance. We're going to dance together. We're going to slow dance. So that probably won't work.
Okay, now you're really reaching. I'm not trying to go that
You got to do silly dances. We're not doing any silly dances. But
oh, man.
Anyways, I also wanted to mention that we have a new section on our Discord that some people are really excited about. And it was from James and a couple other people, their idea. It's called VR Calorie Combat. So essentially, people are wanting to get into VR. They're wanting to work out. They're wanting to lose some weight for the holidays. You got all these Thanksgiving and Christmas and all this stuff coming up where people eat a lot of food. So it's a great time if you want to, lose some weight with VR and have a little community around you to kind of help drive you, push you, give you ideas for things to do, games to play, maybe play together, maybe some competition stuff back and forth. Hop on the Discord. There is a link in the description and take part in that. I think it's pretty cool. I haven't really done much VR working out lately, and I need to. So
I think James said he lost like 20 pounds or so
James
last time.
James is a big into the fitness.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's Supernatural. He was into Supernatural for a while. It's back off Supernatural. He might be back on now. I didn't see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hop on there if you want to check some of that out. I think it's pretty
cool.
TikTok
thing you speak of exactly.
I'm sorry.
I'm with you, man.
Do you want to tell us a little bit more about the Pimax Crystal too before we get
on? No. Well, I was trying to answer chat. Steven Sales says, "What club accessory is that? Are we allowed to talk about that club accessory?"
Oh yeah, we can. I forgot I was even sitting there. I meant to talk about that.
Yeah.
You want me to switch to this one?
Can I schwack you with it?
No, because it's actually heavy. What do you think the feel of it?
Not that it's too heavy. It feels perfect, and I said we needed this on all the other ones too that we have because it just doesn't have that length of like a weight feel, right?
Right.
So it really does give you that pendulum kind of feel now.
It really does. I've played with it quite a bit. I've been testing it out for a while now, playing a whole bunch of stuff with it. And what this is, so this is from Deadeye. We did a video on one of their putters originally. It was a lot shorter. This one's 24 inches, fiberglass core with a weighted head. So, and you can swing this thing because the controller clips in.
It's a little rubberized too, which is good.
Yeah. But the controller clips into this part here, the ring does. So the controller can't physically come off. And I mean, I have swung this thing. Like I've done some driving in this, made sure there was nothing around me, but I mean, you can swing it and it feels like you're driving a ball.
That was always my biggest worry is when you actually swing it, is it going to fly? You know what I mean?
This part bolts through the center. So there's screws that go through it in the middle. So it can't come off.
Can't rotate. Yeah. Yep. It is super cool. I love the golfing stuff. I think it's
really fun.
VR is built for it. I really do. I didn't think I was going to be in a Golf Plus even, and I love it.
Yeah, I'm more of a putt-putt kind of guy, but Golf Plus is actually a lot of fun, and I enjoy Golf Plus more with this because when I drive, I feel like I'm actually doing something. You know what I mean?
And you can select it right in game too, which is super cool.
Yeah, there's adjustments. You can even set it up.
Yep.
You can tweak it if you want, or you can just go in and select the Deadeye.
So cool though. I know. Yeah, it is.
It's pretty neat.
It's really cool. I don't know. Oh, we're in the wrong camera, but
this camera?
It is. It is really cool.
Yeah, so I've been working on a little bit of a video for it. Hopefully this weekend that'll come out. I've been playing with it quite a bit. So I just love accessories. I don't know if we do too many accessory stuff, but I love it. I just love trying new things. I love gun stocks. I love, this guy. Trying different head straps, although nothing can really beat the Bobo VR M2 for me now.
We just want to try it and let you guys know if it's worth it or not even.
Grab that box. So this is one of the only accessories out on Amazon for the Quest Pro, and I've already ordered them. So these are they're controller grips essentially for the Quest Pro. They also have a case. I didn't order that. I wasn't excited, but these are from Desktek. So I think there's a link for these in the description below too. So I'm excited to try these. I opened them once just to kind of peek at them, but they look pretty cool. I mean, it's like the silicone kind of stuff with a leather feeling strap. But the biggest thing is they have the cutouts for the cameras. So they have the cutout for the cameras. They have the cutouts for the cameras. And then there's also, I think is that for the charging thing? No. Is it going to charge? How are these things going to charge?
3 dots.
This one only has 2.
Well, maybe it only requires 2 for charging.
Or maybe it's right here. Maybe this is the charging. This cutout right here is for the charging. So I'm curious to see how well it's going to charge with these on there. But I saw them pop up on Amazon. There was people talking about them in the Discord too. I was like, I'm just going to go ahead and order them so I can try it out when that thing shows up. So next week is the big week. We got a new camera on the way for this setup. That's exciting. We got the Quest Pro that should be here next week. And hopefully the Pico actually shows up like it says it's supposed to. So we'll see.
Stan, we need the R1.
Yeah, come on. Come on. That should be November, though. Beginning of November. I think November 10th or 11th or something like that.
I literally can't wait for that headset. You know how long I've dreamed of having that headset in my hands? Like,
I know.
There's
now
so
it's
many
just
things,
such a good time, too, because we get to compare all this. You know, we get to compare, especially the pass-through. Quest Pro pass-through, Pico 4 pass-through, which isn't next necessarily stereo correct. Right. And then the Lynx.
Right.
And Lynx is coming in, well, Lynx and Pico are...
Close.
Well, I don't know what the Lynx is going to sell for after Kickstarter, but we paid, what, like $400 or $500?
$450.
Something like that for
shipping
the Lynx.
Maybe or something like that on top of it.
Yeah,
I don't
something
know.
like
I got
that.
the controllers, so mine was a little different. But
I'm excited. I'm excited for the Lynx. I really can't wait to get it. And from what I hear, pass-through on that looks really good. So, and I don't know. I'm excited for the Quest Pro still. I think
they're working really hard on their algorithms for like locking items down in AR onto your physical space. And I think that's everything. That, you don't want to see objects move on your desk and stuff. And they have guys full time just grinding this out and pushing it and pushing the boundaries of it, just like we talked about with Holonautics. They push the boundaries of this stuff and don't just make it work and simple. They actually let you do these really cool things. And I've seen glimpses of it now with the Quest 2 with the World Beyond. And
I'm excited for that kind of stuff with the Quest Pro, although it doesn't have the depth sensor. I'm a little bummed out.
Anakaze says, what's the golf attachment called again? It's from Deadeye VR. Do you know the exact model of this one?
That is Deadeye VR. It's the DriVR Pro. So it's DRIVR, and this is the Pro model. The regular model is the model from before that's shorter and not weighted. I recommend this one if you're going to pick one up. It's really cool. And I've got a bunch of actually different golf club attachments and stuff I've tried. A lot of them I've tried and never really did anything video-wise on them just because sometimes they don't do enough different from everybody else. This one does enough different from everybody else that I thought it was worth checking out. So
absolutely.
It's pretty cool.
All these sports
video hopefully this weekend. If I get the video done this weekend, I'm hoping tomorrow I'll get it out. So I've been grinding on it.
Maybe we'll put out some of that vlog stuff.
Yeah, let us know. Are you guys interested in some vlog kind of stuff? Kind of like the car scene, but more of that. We recorded before we left the house, we recorded driving there, we recorded all the stuff inside Best Buy. Are you guys interested in seeing something like that? Is that something you'd watch? Future stuff, vlog stuff, going to pick up new headsets, maybe a vlog going to pick up the Quest Pro and our experiences with that. Is that something people, because I watch vlogs.
Going to zero latency.
Yeah, like that kind of stuff. Is that something people would watch? We're just curious because it was fun for us to do. But I watch like a lot of the car shows that I watch is like vlog style car stuff. And that's a lot of what I watch. So it's something that I enjoy. Curious if you guys would too.
Yeah, we have enough stuff that we think you guys might be interested in some of the other stuff going on too.
Yeah. Tech stuff sometimes, but
camera FX30, man.
I'm excited.
So pumped for that.
I couldn't spring for the A7S III. That's what I wanted, but a lot more expensive. It was like an extra $1,500, $2,000, maybe someday. But yeah, we're excited though. Hopefully this show just keeps improving. Every time we do a little bit something better. This time we got a huge monitor for the chat. It was the TV that was up there. This is a new TV that we still got to dial in a little bit. Hopefully it looks a little bit better. Yep. We flipped that one that was up there
vertical
this way. Now we can see the chat. We can see chat so much better today than we could any other show from this new studio. So really excited about that.
Hey, everyone's saying they really like the Best Buy videos.
That's awesome.
See, that's basically what we shot. We had more before and after, but we really wanted to consolidate that video to give you guys that information.
And I think we might do a longer form. I just don't know. We talked about it. Like, is it too late? Like, did we wait too long to get that vlog style out? But I think we might. Maybe it'll be out today. Let us know what you guys think of it. It'll probably be like a 12-minute video.
Yeah, I think so.
Something like
maybe
that.
A little longer.
Something like
it's
that.
It's hard. Yeah.
Let us know. But anyways,
around, so it's tough.
Yeah. You got to try that. You haven't tried that one yet. That's why I brought it over here today because I want you to try it too. I've been using it like crazy. So
I use the Mammut one constantly. I love it.
The Mammut one's great too.
Dude, it's so good.
It's such a good.
I like the fact that I can have my grip on it that I use all the time, and then it just goes right into it. Takes 2 seconds to do. And I just love that ease of quickness. That's kind of why I want the earbuds too. Yeah. Because it can just always be plugged in and just pop them in then.
So unfortunately, we got to buy everything so that we can talk about it. How are we going to talk about how good the earbuds are if you don't get it? And I don't think I'm interested enough to spend the money, but I think you would be.
Artful said 360 camera mounted to the roof of Tyler's car.
We used the 360 camera.
Have footage of that too.
We have 360 footage of inside Best Buy as well too. We haven't even gone through any of that footage yet. There was just so much going on, and we work a lot during the week, so it's hard to get to all the stuff we want to. But
we do.
Shirzad Khan City said, have you ever experienced display port issues with wired headset on 3090 Ti or higher? Neither one of us have a 3090 Ti or higher.
I have a 3070.
Yeah, and I'm running a 2080 still. And the laptop's got a 2070. My PC at home's got a 2080. So not yet. I will have to find out.
Maybe it could be cable related. Could
Maybe.
be. A lot of times, you have some issues when you get this super bandwidth going through now all these cables that weren't designed for these crazy output GPUs and stuff. I see a lot of that issues even with 4K cables and stuff that we use, HDMI cables.
Yeah, they're not all created equal.
They're not
that's
all
for
equal.
Sure.
No, they're not. So definitely buying better ones are worth it.
Using like extension cables and stuff.
But he's probably talking about the port itself because all the cables are going to be on the headset.
Right, that's what I figured. But
I know. Yeah, there can be port issues too with stuff. We see it with USB a lot of times.
Yeah.
We used to have problems with the CV1 cameras plugging them into different ports actually worked on 2.0. It's crazy, but
so funny those old times.
So annoying. Yeah.
But anyways, it was awesome hanging out with you guys. We love it as always. Not sure if there'll be a show next week, but probably the one after that, if not next week. So
Halloween live stream?
Maybe. We'll see. We'll definitely got to do some more 360 stuff. I want to try to figure out 360 live streaming. It's a fun camera to play with.
I almost wanted to do it today, but if you guys did miss it, we did do a pre-show. We put it in the Discord. Join the Discord if you guys want more stuff like that. Want to be a part of stuff like that.
Check out the Discord. We're always on there talking. We got a fantastic community on there. People need help. There's always somebody there to help them. Somebody was having some trouble with some stuff with figuring out a controller through getting help through Meta, and there was some help for that. I mean, it's just a great place to be. So make sure you check it out.
It is. Yep.
Anyways, I think that's pretty much it. But we're gonna go play. You're gonna try that out. We're gonna try a couple other things. Maybe we'll try to put that vlog up. I started editing it a little bit this morning. Maybe we'll put a little bit of that together and put that out. So
wired HMDs, come on. I still like
what
wired.
Is it, 2015?
I still like
wired. I don't know. I like that D-Link Airbridge. Works good.
Yeah,
unless you already have a better dedicated router, then go that route. But it works great. I really enjoy it. It's so easy. So easy.
I know.
But anyways, I think that's it.
I guess so. We're out of time. We're out of here. We'll see you guys back here or see you in VR. Who's playing us out? Am I playing us out?
Let's do a better intro than our outro than our intro today.
A better outro than our intro?
Yeah, our intro was a fail. Sorry, guys.
That's all right. All right, guys. We'll catch you later. We'll see you.
Later. Got into VR in 2016. That was when we first we got the Rift.
Howdy, howdy.
Hey, it worked.
There he is.
Perfect.
Hey.
We're lucky to be here. I will admit that. My name's Tyler. This is Sean. We're Rendered Reality, and we were definitely up late playing some VR last night.
Yeah.
Hole is bigger.
That's what I was thinking.
It's not always better. Let's keep it PG, boys. I mean, right? We don't know like how much sound is coming out of it. It's true.
Right.
Is there more sound coming out of it? We don't know.
Yeah.